Hi YouTube. It's been so long I don't even know how to do this anymore. Welcome to my first vlog of 2010. I've just been busy this year with school and other activities which I'll get to. But I'm going to start off by saying I got a job after a really long time of searching. And I'm now employed at Cold Stone Creamery with my buddy Bushu37, who you might remember from the internet. So yeah, we are working there together, and it should be loads of fun. They already like me because I can reach the high stuff without a ladder, so it's always good to get some extra points with your boss that way. The activity I've been busy with, as most of you know, I don't do sports due to the fact that I'm like 6'4" and weigh 12 pounds. I'm not very good at the athletic things, so I get to do fun nerdy activities like Youth in Government, which is a program run through the YMCA in which kids around the state get a chance to take part in mock legislation, which is way more fun than it sounds. It sounds terrible actually, but it's loads of fun. I got back about 2 weeks ago after a very successful run. Matt and I again, Bushu37, been hanging out with that guy a lot lately. We got our bill passed through the House and the Senate. It got signed by the youth governor, which doesn't really mean anything, but darn it, we did well. So that's always fun. Probably one of the best parts of the whole thing is when you're in youth and government, at least for Oregon, you actually go to Salem, the capital, and you go in the Capitol building and you get to like sit at the desks on the House and Senate floor, and it's really a cool experience. But there aren't enough desks for every kid, so we pair up like 2 to a desk usually. And my desk mate this year was a character. And normally when people say somebody's a character, it means they didn't really like them, but that's not the case. My desk mate was perfectly wonderful. He was nice and engaging in conversation. He was just a little bit out there, like, let me see if I can come up with an analogy. Alright, think like a mixture between Kramer, not racist Kramer, like just on Seinfeld Kramer, and Dax Flame. And this was kind of this guy. It was very interesting to hang out with him. One of the things you do in youth and government is you go up to a microphone in front of everybody and you debate bills. And I stood up at one point to go debate in favor of a bill that I liked. But then I realized there were about 7 people lined up to debate in favor and nobody on the other side. So I figured, why waste everybody's time by debating? I'll just go sit down because obviously it's going to pass. So I went back to my seat, and as I sat down, he reaches over and just hits me. I'm like, what did I do? And he said, why didn't you go up there? And I said, well, everybody else is already up there. I don't think they need to hear my opinion, which is the same as theirs. And he just looks at me and goes, coward. And I've never been called a coward before, but in that situation I was totally okay with it. And I don't know why. Anyway, lots of fun. If there is a youth and government program at your school, I would strongly recommend it. Loads of fun. You meet so much cool people. So much cool people. Wow, I've been gone for a long time. So many cool people. Huh. That's embarrassing. Moving on. The other day I was in Dairy Mart when I noticed a really strange drink that I'd never seen before. And I pointed out to my friend Jake, who I was there with. I said, Jake, look at that. And he goes, I'm getting you that. And he did. So, I present to you Vacation in a Bottle, the happy relaxation drink. Now I think the thing that really catches my eye about this is the fact that it's not just like a colored bottle or clear or anything. It's like this aluminum bottle, totally screen printed with like palm trees and stuff all over it. And when I was carrying it around, I realized I think that I look like I'm drinking sunscreen. Which, just the colors, it reminds me of sunscreen. I don't know why. If you'll notice, it is caffeine-free and low-calorie mango lime, which caffeine-free and low-calorie is never a good thing as far as taste goes. But I gave it a shot, and I was surprised to find out this is the most mediocre drink I have ever had in my life. I am totally indifferent to it. It doesn't have a weird aftertaste. It doesn't do anything. I didn't feel relaxed. I just felt like there's liquid in my mouth right now, and at some point it will be gone, and I'll be okay with that. It's not necessarily bad. I don't care about it at all. Like, I'm not actively against vacation in a bottle. If this is what gets you through the day, fantastic, but vacation in a bottle, happy relaxation drink. Go try one or don't. It won't even matter. And finally, I just wanted to point out that the gathering is happening this summer, and that's awesome! So, here are the dates. Ready? I'll give you some time to write these down because I know you're going to want to come. The official dates of Northwest YouTube Gathering 2010 are June 26th and 27th. There you go. Here's a lowdown of those 2 days. June 26th, we are going to be going to Waterfront Park and Washington Park. June 27th is OMSI Day, and OMSI stands for the Oregon Museum of Science and Industry, which, like Youth in Government, is way more interesting and cool than it sounds. This is just a rough sketch of what's going to happen those days. Mark them on your calendars, get your plane tickets, get your hotel done. Pretty soon I'll be able to put a link in the sidebar to a video with more information. So, just keep refreshing this video if it's not there yet. But don't just sit here and refresh it, just like check every hour or so and then it'll be up. Because sitting and refreshing for like hours on end is just boring and tedious. Although it would get me more views. But I don't think I'm legally allowed to say sit at your browser and refresh so I get more views. So don't do that. And I would like to apologize for taking so long to announce this gathering, but one of the reasons that it's taken me so long is, first of all, I had to negotiate the location, whether it was going to be in Portland or Seattle. It's going to be in Portland still. That took a while to figure out, and then my dear buddy Bushu37, who just shows up all over the place in this video, he just won't go away, is not going to be able to make it to the 2 days that we have planned, sadly. Which is why it took so long. We were trying to find days that would work for everybody else and include Matt, but alas, there were none. So, it's a bummer, but there will be no Matt at this year's gathering. Unless you were in Portland, say, the day before the 26th or the 25th, it's a Friday, when Matt and I will be going up to Oaks Park in Portland. Ho-ho. Oaks Park is a very small amusement park. It's free to get into, and I think deluxe ride bracelets, which get you onto every ride in the park for an entire day, are $15. That's like 20% the cost of Disneyland, so it's a good value. We'll be going there. Once again, more details in the future. I just want to get the information out there as quickly as I can, so you all can plan accordingly. And I believe that's all for this one. Goodbye, and I'll do this more often, I swear.